rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
Hey guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. I just want to say off the bat that I appreciate you guys so much for all of your support, your feedback, for watching videos and actually like interacting with me. I really appreciate it. And for any of you that are new here, my name is Sheena. Obviously, I'm doing Vlogmas for the month of December, and I post all different types of videos, from sit downs to Etsy shop related FAQs to some sticker work to drawing to bullet journal. The list goes on. So if you're interested in those type of things, be sure to subscribe because we still have several days of Vlogmas to go. So as you guys can tell, I am looking pretty torn up right now because I just spent a good hour in the gym just doing like some cardio and some plyo work because I've been out of the gym for like 3 days, and with the stress that I'm under, it's like I have to release it in some type of way or I'll just like go crazy. I didn't choose to bring the camera because I just really didn't want to be distracted and I wanted to really focus, but I did take a few little Instagram clips. So if you guys are into the workouts and my circuits and how I do everything, keep up with my Instagram and that's where it will be. And if you guys are more into the stationery side of things and things that I discuss here on this channel, I also have a page for my shop which is called Brooklyn Post, and you can follow me there. As you guys can see, I decided to actually bring my ring light out today. I don't know if you can tell, but I brought up my ring light because I really want to sit down and have a little chit chat with you guys. I feel like it's been a few days and you've seen a lot of like my hands doing work and not a lot of me, and I like to just kind of sit down and check in with you. Now I'm going to open up a few quick packages that I got. I only got 2, so not a big deal. The one that I'm waiting on that I still haven't gotten is my package from Catnip. I don't know what's going on. I have a feeling that my post office may have lost it or something, because I literally ordered it right after Thanksgiving and I haven't gotten it yet. And I have ordered things from the UK, but I'm concerned this one is lost, so I have to look up my tracking and see what's going on. A box from Express. You guys saw that I was wearing that really fluffy pink sweater that everyone liked, and so I went online and I found it on sale maybe like 3 days ago, but then I went on this morning to add the link for you guys and it's really selling out. So if you're interested in it, I will add the link again to this video, but like I said, most of the colors and sizes are gone, so best of luck. But I had to do an order minimum to get free shipping because your girl is not paying for shipping, and so I just got a cute pair of socks and they sent it separately, which I hate because it's a waste of packing equipment. They're really cute. Oh yay. Okay, this I'm excited about. So I was actually on Amazon last night and I was looking for washi tape because I want to start incorporating more washi tape not only into my bullet journal but into my packaging for my shop. So I was on there browsing and saw that Martha Stewart had a little collection, and they weren't cheap. Like they're probably, I want to say this pack was probably like $7.50 or $8, but I was like, whatever, you're getting a decent amount of tape, it's good quality, I'll get it. However, while I had it sitting in my cart, I got an alert from Amazon that it actually dropped down to $4. So if you guys are looking for cute washi tape, whether festive or not, I would go into Amazon and type in Martha Stewart and see if they're still on sale, but $4 is not bad for all of these washi tapes. Okay, so moving on, let's just talk about Vlogmas. I really do not like the videos where most content creators will sit down, like ones with millions and millions of subscribers. They'll sit down, they'll say like, oh, it's been so hard recording and my life is so stressful and you know, I need you guys to understand. And usually it's kind of hard for me to like empathize. But now that I am in this role where I'm posting every day and doing this whole Vlogmas thing, I'm starting to feel the strains of it. Like I think you guys can even hear it in my voice. I think I'm just like exhausted. And what I've noticed is that many of the larger creators have started to fall off. Like they have skipped one day, multiple days, or they've gone to doing one a week. And to be honest with you, I think that gives me more drive to not quit and to not give up. Almost to prove a point that even with no designers, no video editors, no fancy equipment, I'm not super rich and I'm able to keep this thing going because I really care about it. And now that I see that it's building up this community and you guys are just so engaged and just awesome, it makes me not want to stop. And a big part of it is that I don't want to disappoint you. And it's funny because Dustin and I were sitting down talking, and he's been watching a few of my vlogs, especially because he's in them, and he has just been going through the comments area, and he's like, Sheena, you literally have like the dopest community. Like these people are so amazing. And I'm like, It's really true. Every now and again, I get the BS comments into my spam filters, but overall, like 98% of the comments are usually the most positive and helpful stuff. And to be honest, I feel so guilty that I can't reply to every single one of you guys, but anytime that I'm taken away to sit down and answer every single comment on every single video is time that I'm taken away from vlogging and editing content and also setting up this shop. So I hope you guys can understand, but just know I am seeing them, and you guys are just so freaking sweet. I just don't feel like I deserve it, and I appreciate you guys so much. So today is definitely going to be one of those type of vlogs where I'm just going to be very chill. You guys are getting a little sit down with me, and then I've decided that I'm going to run out to the grocery store and buy some ingredients to make some soup, and not just any type of soup. If most of you guys have been on this channel for a little while, you probably know that my background, I'm Jamaican, my family's Jamaican, and unfortunately I haven't learned a lot of recipes from my mom because we weren't like super duper close growing up, and my grandmother physically lives in Jamaica. So I don't have anyone to really learn the recipes from, and so I've kind of, you know, texted her here and there for tips, and I watched some YouTube videos, and I do my research on several blogs. Jamaicans cook all different types of soup, but one of my favorites is like a chicken noodle type of soup, but they put things in it like dumplings and corn, and it's just very hearty, and I've never made it for Dustin, so I want to give it a try. Now, this soup is traditionally a chicken soup, but if you are someone who is vegetarian or vegan, always know that you can swap out whatever you don't want and make it to your liking. And honestly, I'm nervous. I hope that this is good because I seriously have never made it before, but I've seen my mom and my grandma make it, and it seems fairly easy, and I also had a friend make it and she inspired me. So yeah, I'm gonna grab these ingredients and see how it goes and try to get that done, or at least on the stove boiling up before Dustin gets home. So that's it, you guys. I just wanted to check in, let you know what was going on. Things aren't always super easy. I swear I almost had a mental breakdown last night with my iMac. I wanted to Hadouken it out the window because it was just not working. Luckily I'm in IT, so it's not that I can't figure it out, it's that I don't really have the time to do all the troubleshooting because again, it's one project after the next. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm so glad that I took up this challenge. There are some nights that I'm sitting here like trying to cut stickers with one hand and trying to upload with the other, and I'm like, Sheena, what in the hell did you sign up for? But prior to all of this, I almost felt like I was waking up without purpose. There were some mornings that I would wake up and I'd be like, you know what, I don't feel like recording today, and it's a gloomy day, and I'd maybe go to the gym and do a light jog and then come home and veg on the couch for like 7 hours. And even though those days can be great, it's not healthy to do that all the time, especially if you're someone who has goals and want to do something with your career. It's just not the best thing to be doing. So I'm really happy that I did this. Again, thank you guys so much. I really love and appreciate you, and let's go grocery shopping. Hey guys, and welcome to my kitchen. I did take a little time to do my nails and answer some emails, but now it's time to cook. But first, HQ. I swear anytime I have something to do, whether it's be in a meeting or cook dinner, HQ comes on. It never fails. So I'm gonna set this to the side and try to get some work done in the meantime. So first, I like to lay out some damp paper towels. This helps to kind of keep your cutting board in place, and these were just reused from when I dried my hands earlier. See, you set it right on top, and that will help to keep your board in place. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, I really don't know how to make this recipe from start to finish, so I am actually on YouTube scanning for some good videos, and I ended up finding 3 that were so helpful, and I will have them listed below. So again, this is not a tutorial. I will not be doing any measurements or anything on camera. Please refer to these awesome videos if you have any questions, because they definitely help me out. Now, time for some ingredients. This is what Jamaicans call chocho, but I think the real name for it is like a chayote or chayote or something like that. Now, this is a soup mix that is just traditional in Jamaica. We use it in like everything. I know the name is funny, but you'll have to get over that because it is bomb. We're gonna throw some carrots in there, also some thyme. The recipe calls for dry or fresh. I end up using a bit of both. And some potatoes, if that's your thing. I really like the way that potatoes thicken up soup, so I always include it. And when it it comes to meat, you can opt to go without, but traditionally Jamaicans will use chicken foot or chicken back. I'm going with thighs. And then some additional seasoning, just in case the one packet is not enough. Okay, and here you have a Dutch oven, or what Jamaicans sometimes call a Dutchie. These are such a good investment for the kitchen if you like stews and soups and things like that. If you buy a good quality one, it can literally last you for years. So I'm gonna take that to the sink and fill it up with some water. And here's that chicken from earlier. I just went ahead and cleaned off some of the fat pieces and washed it down. This is what I use and what I know a lot of Jamaicans use, which is apple cider vinegar and some lime. And now we're going to go through the time lapse and basically get everything cut up and prepped for this soup. So once the pot begins to boil, you're just gonna throw in your green onions, some of that dried thyme, and then also if you allspice seeds, I threw maybe about a dozen in there. They do cook throughout the recipe, but then you definitely wanna take them out when you're done because they're not really edible. And now onto my favorite part, the dumplings. I didn't have any white or bleached flour, so I'm just using this whole wheat flour. And when it comes to measurements, I'm obviously not doing any. I'm just kind of eyeballing it and feeling it out. I was always responsible for making the dumplings when I was younger, so I'm just used to this. And now I'm gonna crack open a drink for the chef. Cheers. So now that the soup has boiled up a bit, we're gonna add the pumpkin. Now what sucks is that pumpkins are not in season, so my Jamaican ancestors are probably rolling around in their graves because I'm using canned pumpkin, but you gotta make it work. Okay, so now I'm gonna peel down a yucca root. Jamaicans usually call it cassava, and we like to cut it up really small and add it to the soup. It's not one of my favorites, so I'm not gonna add the whole entire thing. I'll probably do about half, and what I like is that it helps to thicken up the soup along with your potatoes. Okay, now we're gonna add those pieces in and go ahead and do a nice stir on the soup. You guys, I wish you had smell-o-vision because it is smelling amazing. I love making broth from scratch because it just makes the soup a lot richer and tastier. Now onto the best part and also the labor of love, which are the dumplings. Now there are two ways to go about making them. It's just whatever your preference is. One of the main ways that Jamaicans make dumplings are in this like flat looking pancake version, which is good. But my favorite version to go in this chicken soup are what they call spinas. And spinas are just basically you rolling up the dough in between your hands and kind of making this little weird shaped long dumpling thingy. So for this soup, I'm actually gonna do a bit of both because I thought, why not? So we're gonna do some spinas and then also some flat ones. Now again, if you're looking for measurements, definitely check out those other videos. But for me, I'm eyeballing it and I noticed that the soup needs a bit more water. So I've just added that here and we're gonna set it back to a boil. Okay, now we're gonna throw in these corn pieces, which I cut up pretty small. Yes, you can cut up raw corn as long as you have a really good knife. And some people will actually take the kernels off, but I actually like it in this way. It's kind of the traditional way. So I just cut them up. Now we're gonna add in that amazing seasoning, which is going to top everything off. And then at this point, you can add more water if you'd like to. I'm gonna throw in some more of that fresh thyme, and we're gonna let that simmer a bit more. All right, so when you're getting close to the end, you want to throw in a Scotch bonnet and put it right on top. One thing about the Scotch bonnet is you have to keep an eye on it, because if it bursts, your soup is going to be so spicy and it's going to be ruined. Now we're going to take the Scotch bonnet out. We're going to take out as many of those allspice seeds that we can find. And we're also going to remove any of those thyme leaves, because nobody wants to bite into that. All right, guys, and there you have it. Some tasty, savory, rich Jamaican chicken soup. Dustin and I loved it. He ate every drop of it, so I'm gonna say it was a win. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, I will have those other channels linked below if you want a more in-depth recipe, and I will see you tomorrow in Vlogmas Day 15. Bye.